As we come back to another episode of the Pars Roundup. It feels like ages since I filmed one of these, and it sort of is. It's been about 2 weeks since the last time I filmed one of these. I didn't do one last week because it was pretty irrelevant. We didn't have a game. There was very little going on with them filming last week, and there kind of hasn't been much in the last 2 weeks to really report on either. But we've obviously got a game coming up, and as with before every game that we've got, I've done a Pars Roundup for it, so there's going to be one for this game coming up. Obviously it's Ross County away. I'm going to go in straight with my opinion. I'm not expecting anything for this game at all. I don't know how good Ross County actually have been in recent games in terms of their performances and stuff like that. Obviously they're now in the semi-finals of the Ironbrew Cup and looking likely to go on and go through to the finals of that competition, so they're doing well on that front. And obviously they're sitting third place in the league, and they've only been overtaken by United, Dundee United that is, playing a game more than them, which has put them above them in the league. And if Ross County go and win this, then they go back into second place in the table. So it all comes down to the fact that obviously they're higher up in the league than us, and we have been playing alright in some games. We've not exactly had the best run of form all season so far. Away from home it's been better than at home, there's no doubt about that. So is there a slight positive note that you could take into this game? Maybe slight, but in my opinion I still think Ross County will come out in the winners of this game, and that is a very kind of defeatist attitude to take to it. And maybe it's because I'm not going to this game, I find a bit less passion towards the game itself, just because I know I'm not going to be there, I'm not going to be there to take it in, and maybe I'm finding a bit less reason to get emotionally invested in it. If I was going to the game, maybe I'd be thinking, well, maybe we could sneak it, but I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in Blackpool. I'm going to go away for a long weekend breakaway, as I said in the last video, with the new fiancée, and I'm going to be going and just kind of trying to enjoy the weekend without the football in it for once. I'm always at the football. I'm always, pretty much every Saturday for the last, I don't know how many times, I've been at a football game at 3 PM on a Saturday. Even last weekend when Dunfermline didn't have a game, as you saw on the channel, I was at Edinburgh City v Alloa in the Ironbrew Cup. So I'm always at a football game, and this time I'm not going to be. I'm going to be kind of seeing the live updates come through for Twitter or BBC Sport or whatever for this game, and hoping that obviously we can get a win. But also in the back of my mind, I would hate to miss some good result here. I would actually be hell of a gutted, because it actually was meant to turn out in the start that when I booked the trip to Blackpool, it was meant to be the Scottish Cup weekend, which it still currently is, and we're not involved in that this weekend, hence the reason why we're playing Ross County right now. So we had Ross County booked in originally for last weekend, but they were involved in the Ironbrew Cup, so that took precedence over the league fixture, and now we're playing Ross County in the league because it got pre-arranged to go to that date, so now it's getting played this weekend, and I booked it when it wasn't obviously scheduled for this weekend, and now I'm kind of been ring-fenced into missing the game regardless of what I really want to do. And I actually do kind of want to miss a game for a change, if I'm being honest. It's kind of like a bit of fresh air for me, because I mean, I've been to a lot of games in the last season or so. I've seen a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and for me, I just think this is going to be another down for us. I don't see us coming away for Ross County with a result. It'll be very hard to do so, because we all know what Ross County's quality is like. Despite their amount of injuries that's in their squad right now, they do have players like Liam Fontaine. I think Callum Morris as well, himself, is out for this game. They have other players as well that are just a bit crocked with injuries just now, but with being Ross County, they obviously have the resources to be able to bring in players from the bench, and they're good enough quality, and in my opinion they're better quality than what we have right now. No doubt that I'm sure the players will go out and want to win the game. That's what every football player should be going out to do, and we always get it hammered home to us that we want to be going and winning every game, and that we need to go on a run, and we need to put a few wins together. And whilst that is all very much true, we need to start doing the talking on the pitch, because for all that we're, even in games, we're creating chances and we're looking the better team, oh, but one team's getting one chance and they're scoring, that's up to us to rectify that and actually make it better. And if we're not putting the chances away when we get loads of chances. It just kind of really reflects badly on us that they get one chance and they can put it away and we can get 20 and not put any of them away. So we really need to rectify that side of it. And if I'm being honest, the team that I would pick for this game, I have no idea. I'm not even going to attempt it this video because I just think it's too hard to pick. There's been a 2-week break, which I actually thought that Johnson should have went in this 2-week break. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to do so, because if we'd have got rid of him, say the Monday after the Falkirk game, it would have given anyone new, whether it was just a caretaker manager coming in like Stevie Crawford, or if we'd have waited maybe a few days and then appointed someone else. I don't know the funds, I don't know anything about that side of it, but say we had brought in a new manager, it would have given him a bit of time to get to know the new squad and stuff like that. And you see clubs do it all the time when the international break comes around and they get a 2-week break for playing games. You see it all the time, they let go of their manager to bring in a new face and it gives them time to gel a bit. But obviously that's not happened, and it's not looking likely to happen anytime soon, because the chairman, Ross MacArthur, came out not too long ago in an interview in the last 2 weeks saying that he's basically behind Alan Johnson and the work that he's doing outside of the sort of football stuff that goes on at the club in terms of the sports science and scouting players and all of that stuff. He's very impressed with Alan in that regard, and I mentioned it in my kind of topic of your choice, I think it was the first or second topic of your choice video I did, that I've no doubt that Alan Johnson does that job tremendously well. I've always heard that he does a lot of work outside of the football stuff. But at the end of the day, football is a pretty cutthroat business and it has to be about results. At the moment, whilst the performances are there, we're not getting results and we're not fulfilling the potential that this squad could fulfil. And there's no doubt about that. I don't think you'll find a fan that doesn't agree with that on that front. I think that the comment by Ross MacArthur himself saying that this is the best squad we've had in the last 5 years, I don't think that's quite accurate. I think there's parts of the squad that might be slightly better in terms of just different players and different technical abilities and stuff. I think we have a slightly better midfield than we did this time last season. There's certainly more numbers in the middle of the park to pick from this season. I don't think overall we have a better defence. I think there's better quality players that were here last year. I don't think the defenders that we have at the moment really match up to that. We've lost a keeper in terms of Sean Murdoch. He's obviously not played a single minute this season. He only played half a season last season. So comparing it to last season, we have one less first team goalkeeper. So even on that front, we're looking pretty light. And up front, there's no doubt that we're worse than last season in terms of goals and just creativity up front, because at the end of the day, that's been our Achilles heel so far this season, is one, getting the service to the strikers, and then two, when they've got the service, they're not putting the ball away. And you've seen that in a perfect example when Andy Ryan missed that chance at the start of the Falkirk game. I reacted to it like, what the hell, when he had originally done it at the start of the game, and then you saw after the game the highlights and how horrendous it was. I can't use the clip in this because it's not my clip, but I'm sure you've all seen it by now. The miss was absolutely horrendous, and it's ones like that that are costing us really dearly. I mean, the game against Morton, for example, was an error by Robinson, which could have led to us picking up 3 points. And then the one against Falkirk, where, albeit it was the very start of the game, there was still a lot of football to be played. But if Andy Ryan had scored that goal, a minute into the game against Falkirk, we could have been looking at another 3 points, and that's 6 points, or, well, 5 points that we've missed out on, just because of basic errors like that, because of course we only got a point against Morton because of that mistake, and we lost against Falkirk, so we didn't pick up any points there. So we've dropped 5 points simply down to two basic things in football. Robinson, just catch the ball, and Ryan, just smash it. Just smash it when you get the chance. He was right in front of goal and he basically passed it back to the keeper. It was unreal. It was unbelievable when I saw it, and I think there was a lot of fans' reactions to it. It was just crazy, and that's why it makes it so hard to pick the team for this game, because there's players like that that are available to pick, but are they really, like, do they deserve it? Do they deserve it after that game against Falkirk, albeit the performance was there in certain parts of the game, and definitely we did look the better side in terms of creating more things and being the more dominant side, but we didn't pick up the 3 points and we didn't put away chances. We created a decent amount, but we didn't do the bread and butter in terms of just simply getting the 3 points. If we'd have got that, it would have been looking all rosy for us going into this game, and I would at least feel a bit more confident. But I said it already, I'm really not confident about this one. I'm not going to be there, and I am gutted about that side of it, but I think that I'm not going to be missing out on 3 points here. I hope I'm proved wrong by this team. I hope they can go up there and shove it right back in my face and win 1 or 2-0, but I think it's a long shot. I'm not going to pick my team this week, as I said. I just think it's too unpredictable. I think there's just too many options that might be injured. There's too many options that you could look at and think, well, why does he get dropped? Why does he stay in the team? I just don't know. So I'm not going to pick a team this week. I'll go with a prediction of a very hopeful 1-1. And we'll see how that pans out. I'm not going to go for a win. I hope they can prove me wrong, as I said, and get the win. I think we'll get beat, but I'm going to go with my heart and stick to a fair enough result for both teams and hope that we can get a draw up there, and fingers crossed, maybe the second draw in 2 weeks up in the Highlands after the 2-2 draw against Inverness the other week there. And that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like. Comment down below anything you think about the game, your score prediction for it yourself, and if you have a team that you would pick for the game, because as I said, I'm very much struggling to pick the team for this game. And also subscribe for more of this type of content. Tomorrow I'll be uploading a video of me kind of just going to Blackpool and stuff, and then taking in the game from a kind of far away fan sort of perspective, looking at the live updates and just giving you my opinion as the game rolls on, and then my opinion after it of what I think will happen or what should happen after whatever the result may be. So look out for that. It will be coming out probably Saturday night, so just look out for that. But aye, until that video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.